John, thanks. A time-honored tradition, newspapers endorsing a candidate in the presidential race. It's been abandoned at the 11th hour by a couple of major newspapers.
But while this hurts subscriptions in what's left of print media, does it matter to voters? Our Lisa Adams has the story tonight.
Should major newspapers continue the tradition of endorsing a presidential candidate? In the battle between Trump and Harris, owners of the Washington Post and LA Times refused to do so, something Guardian political columnist Margaret Sullivan called an appalling display of cowardice and a dereliction of their public duty. But Mercyhurst University political science professor Joe Morris thinks it makes no difference to voters.
I think they pay a lot less attention to newspaper endorsements than they used to. Because we're in a time when every news organization is seen as partisan or at least ideologically biased.
Morris said the Washington Post is seen as profoundly liberal, so an endorsement of Kamala Harris was anticipated, already written, and leaked.
So the fact that it's been already leaked, that they are leaning the way we all expect them to lean, what does this tell us? There's nothing, I think, that we learn from this at all.
Editors and editorial boards didn't like the decision of their owners, some resigning or moving to other roles. In a Washington Post essay, owner Jeff Bezos called the decision principled, saying endorsements create a perception of bias. Critics think he's hedging his bets in case Trump wins.
The last thing you want to do, if you are someone who owns a national or international business, is be on the wrong side of a newly elected president. It's not a good position to be in.
If voters are undecided, Dr. Morris doesn't think endorsements will sway them, but says they should look to the wealth of good print and broadcast resources that focus on facts.
And believe it or not, there are some fair and ethical journalists out there that do their best to report the facts.
Lisa Adams, Erie News Now.
And Lisa says the decision to not endorse has brought a pretty big drop in subscriptions, something that has hurt print news organizations and, of course, their bottom line.
And we'll be right back.